Hello and welcome to the Long Island Weather Report. It is February 3rd and kind of a warm, junky day with a lot of jet junk, upper level clouds, milky looking sky. And some areas inland in Jersey got above 50. You can see all the clouds. We actually have some light precipitation. It looks like it's kind of faded away. There was some light precipitation. Most of the precipitation's well to our north. These clouds associated with the cold front that's coming through. It'll be a weak cold front, not very powerful, but you can see this cold front here, and you can see the way it's set up. We're in kind of a zonal flow, so that means that this front isn't going to make it that far to the south, and we're not really going to get into that cold of an air, and we're not going to have any really clear skies, most likely, unfortunately. So let's look at our current conditions outside right now. And let's see how much it's cooled off. It's still 41 at Islip. All right, it's down to the low 40s in Jersey now, but of course my alley is still above 50. I had to put the air conditioner on tonight. Not a surprise. Let's look at our highs today. And across Long Island, I think we got into the mid 40s. So 46 at Islip. As we got into Nassau, was in the upper 40s. And then further east, mid 40s, low 40s on the Forks. Let's see, the city 48. And Jersey I think they got beat 50 in Toms River. Let's see what they got up to. 55, 57 at Miller Air Park. So very warm. Sea breeze only limited to the coastal areas, probably east of the Parkway. Most part, it got warm, but at least it is cooled off there. Now, looking at the lows, last night didn't really get that cold. 32 at Islip, so no radiational cooling last night, obviously. And we had a little snow too, so let's talk about that. I see the Weather Service already removed the snowfall reports from the website. Let's see. I think let's see if this is it. So here are the snowfall reports. Mainly to the north, they got a couple of inches in Connecticut. New Haven County got 3.7 inches. East Lyme 3.4 inches. But there were some accumulations closer to our area. Syosset got 1.1 inches. I'm not going to go over all of these. LaGuardia got 1.2 inches. Centerport got 1.3 inches. Comac got 1.1 inches. Islip just got a trace. So the North Shore of Long Island got in on a little bit of that snow that we had last night before it changed over to rain. Let's look at our... Oh, that's not going to work. My mistake. I know they haven't fixed that. They probably never will. Today at Islip, high of 46 and a low of 32 puts us 7 degrees above normal for the day. And we only got 0.03 more additional inches of precipitation, so still only shy of a quarter of an inch of liquid precipitation for this month at Islip. We will look at Central Parks as well because I'm sure it was a little bit warmer there. High of 49 and a low of 31. 6 degrees above normal for the day there. So the above normal trend will continue into tomorrow. Looking at our weather map here, you can see this weak frontal system here. Again, that front, if we go into day 2, it does make it to the south, but not all the way down to the south, which means we'll have to see if we're going to clear out or not at all. So let's look at the models now and show you what we got this week. So you can see here we got this high building in. It's going to be breezy tomorrow. You can see the isobars tighten up, so we're going to have some wind tomorrow. I don't think it'll be wind advisory, but it will be breezy. That high now you look at this, you're like, that high is going to build, looks like it's building in a very optimal position for a nice clear day on Wednesday. You would think that, but because of the zonal flow, all the moisture from this system is going to be thrown up over the high. So we're probably not going to see a clear sky on Wednesday. And then for Thursday, we're going to start with the models have been slowing the system down now a little bit because they're a little stronger with that high. So maybe there's hope that maybe we'll have clear skies on Wednesday. But you'll see that because of that, we're going to see an onset of precipitation that might be snow and then change over to rain. And that's going to last through most of your Thursday. So Thursday is going to be a wet weather day. And then Friday, we'll have another shot of moderately cool air. All right. We can look at the European as well, see if there are any differences here. Here's the European. And you see here, there's that high, and you think, oh, boy, that builds right on top of us. We should have a clear sky, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. And then Thursday, you can see north of us, we might be dealing with some colder air and wintry weather, but I think for us, it'll be mainly rain with the southerly flow. We're going to have, again, rainy Thursday, and then and then another dry Friday. So yeah, another rainy day though. This time I think hopefully we'll get a little more precipitation than the last one. So if we look at the total accumulated precip on this, it looks like it's a little bit heavier. So I'm hoping we get to see a little more rainfall out of it. Maybe as much as half to maybe an inch of rainfall across the area on the Thursday event. So let's go to the HRRR next, and we'll go and we'll look at our. This isn't going to take us through the event, so can't use that. We'll talk more about that as we get closer toward Thursday. But anyway, we'll be dry through tomorrow. You can see isobars tighten up, nothing crazy. You can see the isobars tighten up, and then that high builds on top of us. But you can see the HRRR is already trying to bring some moisture in over the South Jersey area, which could be snow. So this high is going to be not really strong enough to really suppress this, and therefore it won't really be strong enough to suppress all the cloud cover. That's probably going to come off of it, but it will turn colder. So we can look at a sounding for tomorrow here at 16Z, which is, let's pick 17Z because that's noon. And if you look over Long Island, you can see it looks like it's actually looking kind of favorable for maybe clear skies tomorrow. The lines are also, they're kind of close, but there's more of a likelihood that we'll see mostly sunny conditions tomorrow versus Wednesday. Because if I go to Wednesday, 16Z, you'll see we're going to be socked in over here. Yeah, that's pretty much a cloud deck all the way through. So that's what the HRRR is showing anyway. So let's look at our dew points and wind flow here. And the winds will become, they're southwesterly now, but by morning they will shift to the northwest, and that's going to bring in the drier air, and it will turn breezy. You can see the dew points plunge as the colder air moves. Of course, the core of this, once again, moves over New England. So if you're in Maine, Plattsburgh's probably going to have a beautiful day on Wednesday. They'll probably be sunny and only 20. And the same goes for a lot of the interior areas of New England. But you can see where the core of that air mass goes over in Maine. Hey, Maine has pine barrens. Maybe we could go live there. So here we go. And you can see the temperatures don't really drop that much by the morning, and then they won't really rise that much tomorrow. We'll probably rise, especially over Long Island. I think you're going to be hard-pressed to get too much above 40. Jersey, you're probably going to get into the mid-40s. But then the temperatures drop tomorrow night, and it's going to get cold. We're going to see temperatures drop perhaps around 20 degrees on Long Island. Of course, further south in Jersey, it's warmer. And then for Wednesday, you can see much colder. The clouds around, we're going to have struggled to get to the mid-30s, so it's going to be much colder on Wednesday, a much colder day. So let's look at some sky models, and because there are different models that, of course, have different theories on what's going to happen. Good news is we have the 0ZR gem, so it's good. So I'm a little bit later tonight. I wanted to make sure I had that. So here's tomorrow. You can see a lot of clouds to start, but then as we get toward the afternoon, it looks like more or less mostly sunny skies, though there could be, we'll have to watch for the stratocube build up again in the afternoon. And then here we are on the Wednesday. You can see that cirrus, but frustratingly enough, and this is as far as I got, it's trying to push it to the south, and if we're just a little further to the north, we would have clear skies. Yeah, we would have clear skies. So if we can get to see more of a trend and have this high stronger, maybe we can push this down. Actually, we just got another frame in here, but you can see it really doesn't go far enough to the south. But if you're in Connecticut or whatever, good day to be in New England, because I think you'll have a beautiful day for that. But for us, especially in Jersey, you're going to be dealing with more clouds for sure. If that high was just a little bit stronger, just a little bit stronger. The GFS, we can look at that. We got the 18Z GFS for this. And you can see GFS really doesn't want to push it to the south. This is a low resolution model. Let's look at the NAM and see if anything has changed with that. So here's the NAM for tomorrow. And again, showing favorable conditions for sunshine tomorrow, but for Wednesday, it's got us socked in the clouds. And again, so frustrating. If you're just off to the north and the east, man, it would be clear. It would be a nice clear day, especially for Maine, maybe even Cape Cod, those areas. And there are pine barrens there, too. And then as we go further into Thursday, that's when So the rain from the system will move in. So let's take another peek at this on the NAM here. And you can see here it actually starts light snow, perhaps over New Jersey for Thursday, for like midnight Thursday, starting around that time. And then it will start as snow over us. And this is the NAM, a little bit colder, and it's got a little bit of snow, and then perhaps changing to a mix, and then changing to rain. But Thursday's just not going to be a nice day. That's your wet weather day, and it could start off kind of slippery and frozen. And we'll have to, as we get closer to that, we'll have a better idea of what's going to happen on Thursday. But that is generally your wet weather day. For the rest of the week, we'll be having fair weather, but it's just a shame about Wednesday. And hopefully, if we can get that high just to be a little bit stronger, push those clouds a little further south, maybe we can have some more sunshine here and maybe clear skies. That's most likely going to be over northern Suffolk County, I guess, northeastern Suffolk County, like the North Fork down to like maybe Rocky Point, if we can make it happen. But I know that right now, I'm not so sure that's going to happen because, again, it's all because of the damn zonal flow. And if we had a normal flow with a trough in the east, we wouldn't have this problem. But we're stuck in this crappy zonal flow. So that is going to wrap up this Long Island weather report. Have a good night.